Hello, everyone. Welcome to WVSOM's installation ceremony for Dr. James Nemitz, the 7th president of WVSOM. Please remain standing and join the Greenbrier Valley Chorale in the singing of the national anthem. Please be seated. That was beautiful, and I hope you all please join me in thanking the Greenbrier Valley Chorale under the direction of Barbara Lutz with the accompanist Leah Trent. Thank you. Also, please join me in thanking Ann Hunter and the drummers from the Greenbrier Academy for Girls who welcomed you to this celebration. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, alumni, students, faculty, staff, family members, and friends. We also wish to welcome those who cannot be with us in person and are watching this event broadcast live on the internet. This afternoon, we gather to install the 7th president of the West Virginia School of Osteopathic Medicine, Dr. Jim Nemitz. But before we get to the installation, I would like to take a moment to recognize the individuals on the stage. I'm going to ask the audience to please hold your applause until I've finished, and for the individuals to please rise as I announce your name. Dr. Charles Davis, Chair of the WVSOM Board of Governors, Class of 1982. Dr. Robert Alexo, President of the WVSOM Alumni Association, Class of 2001. Dr. Peter Ward, Faculty Council Chair. Joyce Martin, Staff Council Chair. Benjamin Kassenbauer, President of the WVSOM Student Government Association. Please join me in welcoming these individuals. I'd also like to recognize individuals in our audience who are friends and supporters of WVSOM. Again, if the audience would withhold their applause until the end, and I would ask the individuals to please stand and be recognized as I call your name. Dr. O.J. Bales, WVSOM founder. Dr. Michael Edelman, WVSOM President Emeritus. Members of the WVSOM Board of Governors. Dr. Robert Holstein, Vice Chair and Class of 1979. Cheryl Schreiber, Secretary. Dr. John Garlitz, Faculty Representative and Class of 1997. Sherry Miller, Staff Representative. Dr. Gary Poling, Member at Large, Class of 1988. Steve Sarver, Member at Large. Locke Tran, Student Representative, Class of 2020. We have Marshall University President, Dr. Jerry Gilbert, Concord University President, Dr. Kendra Bogus, Representative from the Governor's Office, Chief of Staff, and former State Senator Mike Hall. Representative from Senator Capito's office, Mary Elizabeth Eckerson. Representative from Senator Manchin's office, Brian Alous. Members of the West Virginia Legislature, Senator Stephen Baldwin, Delegate George Boogie Ambler, Delegate Jeff Campbell. Greenbrier County Commissioners, Woody Hanna, Mike McClung, Mayor of Raynell, Andy Pendleton, Lewisburg City Council Member, Beverly White, Larry Ware, Vice President for Finance and Facilities, Marilee Butcher, Vice President for Communications and Administrative Affairs, Dr. Ed Bridges, Vice President for Administration and External Relations, Jeffrey Shaver, Vice President for Legal Affairs and Government Relations. And last but not least, would all those that served as a member of the Installation Committee please stand? There were lots of us. Thank you, everyone, for being here. WVSOM is the institution that it is today because of the commitment of so many people, many of which are here today. To our community members, we are so grateful to each of you who have continuously supported and championed WVSOM. To our students who bring vitality and diversity to WVSOM, without you, we would not be WVSOM. To the alumni who practice, serve, and lead in their communities in West Virginia and across the country, we are so proud of you. To our faculty, current and past, whose dedication and hard work to educate our students is untiring. To our staff, to maintenance and housekeeping who ensure the functionality and beauty of our campus, media services and communication departments who make us look and sound like the national leaders that we are, to our statewide campus staff serving and leading our students across the state, to the O Cafe catering staff who nourish us, and in fact, each and every staff member that ensures day in and day out that we are fulfilling our mission. We are so very grateful to all of the members of the WVSOM community and for all that you do to ensure WVSOM's continued success. So thank you to all of you. And now, it's my pleasure to introduce our first speaker. Please welcome the Chair of our Board of Governors, Dr. Charles Davis.
Thanks. You know, it's a rare opportunity to be instrumental in selecting a president, especially for an institution such as this, where the appointed person has the potential to change lives exponentially. That said, it's been a real honor for me to take part in this selection process and to see it to completion today with the installation of Dr. James Nemitz as the 7th president of the West Virginia School of Osteopathic Medicine. The office of president and the word honor just feel right in the same sentence. It's a great honor to hold a position of leadership, power, and responsibility. Honor, by definition, describes an honest man, an excellent character with a favorable reputation, characteristics Dr. Nemitz has exemplified over his 32 years of service at this institution. Honor holds significant meaning in many different disciplines. Academia, for instance, is very familiar with honors programs or graduating with honors, all distinctions of proficiency. The military confers honors on service members, often those who have gone beyond the call of duty, bravely saving lives, giving no thought to their own. Honor also implies something deserving of respect and worthy of defending regardless of sacrifice. I believe Dr. Nemitz is the most qualified person to keep honor and integrity of this great institution intact. He knows well the real and potential threats and will do what it takes to preserve value without losing identity or autonomy. There's been a lot of talks and jokes lately surrounding the idea of sacrifice, unfortunately devaluing the true meaning. I believe Dr. Nemitz understands what it takes, what it means to fight to defend what's right, concede when the greater good is at stake, compromise shamelessly before pride leads to a fall, or ultimately sacrifice for something worth saving. Dr. James Nemitz, you will be a huge asset to this office, this school, our student body, and for such a time as this, I am truly honored to be a part. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. Next, please welcome the president of the WVSOM Alumni Association, Dr. Rob Alexo.
Thank you, and greetings on behalf of the Alumni Association. It is truly an honor for us to congratulate Dr. Nemitz on his installation into president. He has supported and mentored students here at WVSOM for over 30 years. And now, as alumni, we in turn are proud to support him as president and his vision for leadership of this great school. The Alumni Association is happy to be part of this celebration. We now have 40 years of alumni of WVSOM, and we are proud of our school. We are proud of its academic standing, and we are very proud of the service our alumni provide to communities all over this country. But we're also proud of the leadership that has brought us to this point. Today, we are happy to offer our support and assistance to Dr. Nemitz to continue this tradition of excellence. In today's world, things move at a very fast pace, and every day we advance further and further. As we do so, it can be easy to lose sight of our original goals and mission. With the installation of Dr. Nemitz as our new president, we know he will be emphasizing the theme of living our mission and dedicating this year as a year of service. There is no better representative of WVSOM's mission and commitment to service than Dr. Christopher Dino Beckett. Part of our school's mission statement is that WVSOM is dedicated to serve, first and foremost, the state of West Virginia and the health care needs of its residents, emphasizing primary care in rural areas. Dr. Beckett's service and leadership skills were prominent when he was a student here in WVSOM in the late 90s. He served as president of the Student Government Association and was instrumental in working with WVSOM in the development of the school's first white coat ceremony. Once Dr. Beckett graduated and completed his residency at Charleston Area Medical Center, he returned to his hometown of Williamson, West Virginia. Williamson is a small coal mining town in Mingo County with a population of less than 3,000 residents. He opened a family practice there and started offering a free clinic once a month to cater to his patients who had little or no insurance. This led to the transition of his practice to a nonprofit, federally qualified health center. The Williamson Health and Wellness Center is now the parent organization of the Mingo County Diabetes Coalition and the Williamson Farmers Market. Patients are prescribed vegetables, encouraged to eat healthy, and have follow-up care with diabetic educators and community health workers in the same location to help improve health outcomes. As a result of his patient education on improving health care in the community, the town of Williamson was awarded a prestigious Culture of Health Prize from the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation in 2014. Dr. Beckett has also been the recipient of many awards and accolades, including the National Rural Health Association's Rural Health Practitioner of the Year in 2017. A colleague best described Dr. Beckett with these words: "Throughout life, we see many leaders, but rarely do we see true leaders that actually work tirelessly for the good of so many, improving so profoundly the quality of life through healthcare, education, community, and economic development." Dr. Beckett is caring, compassionate, and has the drive and desire to help others, especially those in West Virginia. He embodies the qualities that WVSOM stands for, and the world is truly a better place because of him. Consistent with commitment to service and living WVSOM's mission, we now recognize and honor my colleague and fellow alumnus, Dr. Christopher Dino Beckett, as the 2018 WVSOM Distinguished Alumni of the Year. Everybody, please join me. Dino.
Thank you, Dr. Alexo, and congratulations, Dr. Beckett. What a wonderful example of living our mission and your commitment to service in our community. The selection of a new president is indeed a historic occasion in the life of an institution. It marks the end of one administration and the beginning of a new one. This celebration is an opportunity for the entire academic community and the community at large to welcome a new leader and joyfully anticipate the future. As we plan this special occasion for WVSOM, Dr. Nemitz wanted the focus to be on celebrating the WVSOM community and all of its members, West Virginia, and our diversity through music. So for your enjoyment, the Greenbrier Valley Chorale will now perform My Home Among the Hills. Thank you, that was beautiful. I have a few program notes before we get to the main event. The academic ceremony will end with a recessional of the platform party and faculty. This will be followed by a brief interlude for our food service staff to put the finishing touches on the delicious buffet that has been prepared for you. As noted in the program, the dinner is based on a classic Gwen Klingman meal, served to students and faculty when the school was first started. Gwen's Kitchen is where Stardust Cafe currently stands, and it was in this restaurant that Dr. Roland Sharp, Gwen's cousin, and the founders formulated the plan to bring WVSOM into existence. One of Gwen's daughters, Alice Hollingsworth, is in the audience with us today. We honor Gwen Klingman and her family for this legacy of service. Yes. Also, I'll ask you to take note of the beautiful West Virginia Blinko vases that are on many of the tables. Please know that if you would like to take one home with you, they're available for a donation of $100 or more to the Legacy Scholarship Endowment. After the ceremony, see Donette Mija at the foundation table, and I'll ask Donette to stand so that everybody knows about where she's seated. Yes, thank you. Once you have made a donation towards one of the Blinko vases, she'll give you a card that you can set beside the vase so that all will know that that one is yours. While you're waiting for dinner to begin, refreshments are available in the lobby area. The Ramp Supper Band, which includes a current member of the WVSOM faculty, Dr. Bob Foster, a former WVSOM faculty member and alum, class of 1986, Dr. David Crandall and his wife, Henrietta, and the legendary banjo player, Richard Hefner, will entertain us first, and then to end the evening, we'll have the River Jam Band from Charleston, West Virginia, to keep the celebration going into the night. We hope everyone enjoys the celebration. Now back to the installation. The installation ceremony is symbolized by the conferring of the symbol of the office, the school's medallion, on the new president. This traditionally is done by the chair of the institution's governing board, who by placing the school's medallion or chain of office around the president's shoulders, commends the authority of the institution to the new president. So, without further ado, if Dr. Charles Davis and Dr. James Nemitz will please approach the podium for the installation. Dr. Davis, I will provide you with the medallion.
I just want to look at this for a second. This is really cool. Okay, I guess I'm supposed to say some things here, huh? Okay. By the virtue of the authority of the West Virginia School of Osteopathic Medicine's Board of Governors, I place over your shoulders the seal of the institution, the symbol of the high office which you now hold. I now present to you the seventh president of the West Virginia School of Osteopathic Medicine, Dr. James W. Nemitz.
Thank you so much. I'll have to tell you, this is a little overwhelming. I am truly humbled, and I am filled with gratitude to be the seventh president of this great institution, the West Virginia School of Osteopathic Medicine. I thank you for being here and being a part of this. Thank you for all of you who have gathered from near and far to be here with me to celebrate this institution. Leslie did a great job of acknowledging many of you, and I truly appreciate you being here for me and the support that you give me and continue to give me. I need your support. But also there are people that I'd like to acknowledge and thank myself. And I need to begin, this is going to get a little emotional. I need to begin with my parents. My parents are here. My dad, Walter Nemitz, 91 years old, and my mother, Ina Nemitz. She doesn't want you to know this, but she'll be 89 in November. I owe everything to my parents. You know, they brought me into the world, but, you know, there's something about people who are good, just good parents, who raise their kids, who let them go and become what they're supposed to be. My parents did that. My parents have the hardest work, they're the hardest working people I know. And they gave me that work ethic. They gave me my values, and I owe everything to my mom and dad. But I also need to acknowledge that my brother George is here, and unfortunately, his wife Janine, Melissa, and Chris couldn't make it, but hopefully they're watching it on the internet. And then my sister Lorraine, and with her husband Bob and Alexa here, thank you for being here. My daughter Juliana, who I am so very proud of. Her mom said, Juliana is the most important thing I've ever done in my life, and I would echo that. And my son-in-law Chris, who is, I tell you, from a father's point of view, he is the best son-in-law on this earth. And then my adorable, beautiful 5-year-old granddaughter, Nora. I also have Rick and Ann McClung and their daughter, Jenny McClung. And, you know, I owe so much to the McClung family, and I'll share that in a minute. But I also have a new family. And, you know, God has put me in contact with a person, totally unexpected this year, and she has changed my life. And I need to acknowledge Nancy and her family, and they'll be arriving soon, but her daughter Catherine, who's a graduate of the school, and her family, Jason, Jay Edison, Grace, and Helen, and then other members of Nancy's family like Bill Wallace. So again, thank you so much for being here. And Nancy, thank you. So I've been on an incredible journey. The journey here at this institution started over 30 years ago. I took the biggest leap of faith in my life by moving here. Because what I did was I had a wife who just got newly diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and I had a 1-year-old daughter named Juliana. And the thing is Patty Lou McClung, who I owe everything to, and who, it's because of her that I'm talking to you right now. Because her dad recruited me. Her dad convinced me to move here. And what I did was I walked away from my career, unfulfilled, because I thought it was the best thing for my wife and for my daughter. I felt I was doing the right thing by moving here in this incredible town. But for me, I thought I was throwing everything away. And in return, God gives me the best job I could ever want in the best place I've ever lived. And so that So for me, I've always seen my job as a gift. It's been a true gift that I have cherished, nourished, and so I continue on this journey. And I promise you, I will do the best I can for this institution. I will work hard and serve this institution. But here's the thing. It's really not about me. It's about the institution. This is a celebration of WVSOM. This is a celebration of us. And as we planned this installation ceremony, I developed 3 themes, and that is honoring our heritage, living our mission, and engaging the future. So honoring our heritage. We got to remember the past. We have to honor the people that come before us. Realize that we stand on the shoulders of incredible people who, if they didn't do what they did, we would not be here today in this beautiful facility. And certainly I start with the founders, and we have Dr. O.J. Bales here, who is one of our founders, thank you, Dr. Bales. Thank you for the vision that you have. Thank you for being here today and supporting me like you have all these years. And it's Dr. Wallington, Dr. Newell, Dr. Apgar. These 4 visionary men we're here today because of them and many others. It's about the previous 6 presidents. I knew 5 of them. And I served under 4. 4. Dr. Sharp, a legend, a true legend. Dr. Hennessy, who I didn't get to meet. I did not meet him. Dr. Jensen, who was the first president I served under. Dr. Jones, long-term president at this institution, built a lot of this campus. And then Dr. Rafis, and then finally, my mentor, Dr. Michael Edelman, who I owe so much to Dr. Edelman and his wife, Dr. Cheryl Edelman. Thank you. Thank you for all you've done and how you really raised this institution from what I call the mom and pop organization to a national level medical school. Thank you. So I am truly humbled. But it's also the incredible faculty and staff we've had over the years. And I can go on and on about people who are true giants that taught our students, or just the alums. I'm connected to 29 classes. I've been here a long time. 29 classes. And especially some of our early graduates, true pioneers, going into non-friendly areas and serving as DOs. We owe a huge debt of gratitude to those pioneers and to all of our alums who go out there every day and take care of people. So it's all about remembering that. That's why we got to remember our history. That's why we're doing Gwen's meal. Gwen was an important part of this community. And she unselfishly took care of people and fed people and didn't ask for much in return. And if they couldn't pay, she didn't charge them. We have to honor that. And then the Ram Sumper Band, it's legendary. And that's why we're including that. We got to remember our past and value it, celebrate it, and know it. Then secondly, we got to live our mission. The founders had an incredible vision. Their vision was back in the late 60s, early 70s, few DOs, less than 100 in the state, and then a real need to have rural physicians. West Virginia is a rural state, and to have physicians who would practice in rural areas. This was truly visionary. I think many people said this school would never succeed. I myself saw the challenges, and yet we prevailed. And we are the #1 school in the state, in the region, in the country, and some people say the world, for rural docs. And that is truly an incredible achievement. And that is us. That is who we are. But it's more than that. It's about academic excellence. It's about, I worked at 2 other med schools before coming here. And this place is all about taking care of the student. It's all about academic excellence. It's all about valuing diversity, valuing our differences and celebrating our differences. It's about expanding our research capabilities. It's about the incredible community outreach that we do, that our students do. Realize our students typically do from 12 to 15,000 documented volunteer hours in the community every year. That's incredible. And then it's about serving West Virginia. We're a public institution. We're here to serve this great state, and we're here to take care of the citizens of West Virginia, and we do that in multiple ways. So we have to live our vision every day, living our vision. And then finally, engaging our future. And so I want to talk about 3 things, and I'm coming to the end. And I want to talk about the person, the institution, and the community. So, the person. I'll repeat it. I love the osteopathic profession. I didn't know anything about this profession when I moved here, but I love this profession. I've learned a lot since I've been here. And one of the things that I love this profession for many reasons, but one of the things is a basic tenet that a human person is made up of a mind, body, and spirit. And what I would say to you, and this is where the challenges are going to start coming in, is take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. One of the people that have inspired me is Stephen Covey. And if you haven't read his book, 7 Habits, you should do that. His 7th habit is sharpen the saw. And what Stephen Covey says is that a human person has 3 dimensions. Guess what? Mind, body, spirit. And they're all important. And that to be truly effective, or to be the most effective, you got to take care of all 3. And so my challenge to every single person here and everybody out there in the world and to myself is take care of yourself. In order to take care of others, you got to take care of yourself first. And often we don't in this profession. So do something, set a goal to do something to improve your body. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to do more exercise. Do something to improve your mind. And I think most importantly, do something for your spirit. Do something for your spirit. And so that's my challenge for you, is take care of yourself. The second thing, the institution. We cannot rely or rely on what we did 10 years ago, 5 years ago, or 1 year ago. We have to be constantly striving for excellence. Excellence in everything we do. We can't rest on our laurels. We have to be about quality, and we are, but we can't say, oh, well, we're doing great. We need to continue to be the outstanding institution that we are. I ran the anatomy course for over 17 years. For many of those years, we were the highest rated course at the school. And every year, this incredible team of people that I worked with, Bill Martin, who's in the audience, Jim Wells, who unfortunately has passed away, and Bob Fisk, who's enjoying retirement in Southern California. Every year, we sat down at the end of the course, reviewed the student issues, reviewed our own issues, and tried to make the course better. That's what I challenge people to do. So you can't rely on the past. You've got to be constantly living in the future, and you've got to constantly be focused on excellence and quality. So this is my challenge to the students, and thank you so much for being here. Be the best student you can be. You know, set your goals high. To the faculty, you know, excel. Be the best medical educators you can be. Be the best scientists. Be the best clinicians that you can be. To the staff and to the administration, be the best that you can be to take care of our students. And nurture and help our students. Just like Gwen nourished them with food, let's take care of our students, you know, who are the lifeblood of this school. Our alumni and our students are the lifeblood of this school. And to the community, what I would say, continue to be the best, coolest small town in America and this great state of West Virginia. So finally, engaging our future. For me, and I think for many people in this room, it's all, you know, in terms of the community. And for me, it's all about caring for others. It's always about the other. It's about your family. It's about your neighbor. It's about your community. And that's part of what we're about. We're about taking care of others, whether it's our patients or other people we come in contact with, or it's about taking care of our communities. And you might have thought it was a little odd that I wanted to recognize somebody who I really care about. And there's a lot of people I care about in this room, but Dr. Beckett. I remember Dino when he was a student. And I remember conversations with Dino, and he said, I want to go back home to Williamson. I want to make a difference in my hometown. And gosh darn it, that's what he did. You know, he went back and he serves. And he doesn't want recognition, but we need people like him to be recognized to inspire the rest of us. And there are a lot of other people in this room who have done similar things of going back to their communities and serving others. And that's what we should be doing. We should be serving others. We should be taking care of our neighbors. We need to be taking care of our communities. We need to be recognizing that there's diversity, that there's differences of opinion, and we need to celebrate difference, and we need to care for our communities. And so here's this is where the green bandanas come in. Can somebody, I have one up here. The green bandana is a gift to you from WVSOM. We want you to take them home. But it's a symbol of what I'm going to, again, challenge you, is go out there and do something for somebody else. Go out there and do something for the community. And you know, as part of this installation ceremony, I want to inaugurate a year of community service. I challenge every single person in this room to do something for your community, to do something for others, to do something for your neighbor, above and beyond what you normally do. And if you're so inclined, we'd like to know about it. And we'd like to have a web page where we share this so that we can inspire others. And if you want to, take a picture with the bandana. It reminds me of Dr. David Brown used to have people take pictures of his EKG book, on the summer vacation. Remember some of that? So use the bandana, take it home, celebrate. Again, you have no idea. I am truly humbled. I am filled with humility. And what I would say to you is go out there, take care of yourself, be the best that you can be, and take care of others. Reach out to your community and take care of others. God bless you, and thank you so very much.
Hamba kuken yang weko.